Hi, everyone. My name is Fabiola. I am a practitioner here at the Nutritional Wellness Center. And today I am very happy to have Stephanie, who has been a client with us here at the Nutritional Wellness Center. And she's here to share her story. Hi, Stephanie. Thank you for being here with us today. So tell us a little bit about yourself and your health journey. What brought you to Nutritional Wellness Center to seek help?
So probably since my early 20s, I had a lot of allergy symptoms, a lot of sinus infections, asthma, stuff like that. Even as I moved from the Mid Hudson Valley up to the Finger Lakes region, I still had all of those symptoms, still was being treated, often was being treated with antibiotics. Along the way, I believe 2013 maybe, I started having bouts of also intestinal issues, diverticulitis, and I wound up having diverticular disease. So I had a surgery for that, but still continued to have a lot of stomach issues, recurrent gastritis, stuff like that. I had had surgery on my knee. I needed to go to the gym afterwards as part of my rehab. So I would go to the gym and then I would try to, do a little more workout, maybe, lift some weights or whatever. And my complaint got to be that after I worked at the gym for maybe an hour and 15 minutes, and then I would usually do about 15 minutes of stretch. So, it's pretty short time, really, maybe every other day. I would feel like I had the flu for probably 3 days. So it got to the point where I could only go to the gym once a week, and the rest of the week would be spent in recovery. So I talked to my doctor about it. They ordered me a stress test and said, everything's great. You're in great shape. Continue on. And I was just frustrated. So there was a discussion where I was working. Someone had been familiar with the Nutritional Wellness Center in Ithaca, and he had referred another employee to the Wellness Center, and she referred me. So the two of us joined the Wellness Center about a month apart. So it was kind of nice to see someone else as well. So I've been working on all of those things for the last 2 years, getting health back on track.
Wow. Yeah. Because, when we experience some of symptoms, you're not doing the things that you want. Here you are wanting to exercise more, and your body is saying, hey, every time you do this, I'm not feeling well. And also the frustration, right? That sometimes we are faced with everything, it's fine. And you're like, no, something is wrong.
For more days than you actually try to create a positive change, then I felt like it wasn't good. Also, I live upstairs, so,
Yeah.
18 stairs, and I felt like I was just dragging up the stairs. So just every day got to be kind of more and more difficult, the more my body was in recovery from just the smallest things, it seemed like. So I was like,
Yeah.
I tried everything the doctor could for me. Oh, maybe I need to try something else.
We have to think outside the box, right? Because you could have just continued doing the same thing over and over and over and thinking, well, at some point this might get better. I'm happy you decided to take action. And I am so thankful for referrals, because one of the biggest ways that we thrive is through our client who are referring their friends and family, because they felt the change in their health, they're recovering their vitality, and now they want to spread the word. So how is your health now, since you've been a client for 2 years now? You've been working really hard, very diligently on diet, supporting your body through supplements. How's your health now?
Overall, my health is good. I can't tell you the last time that I had a sinus infection or took antibiotics for this infection, which is phenomenal because they just wipe you out completely, right? So I don't even know. I do still rely on my neti pot. It's cotton wood season, so rely on my neti pot when I need to. And maybe some echinacea, something like that, but no like antibiotics that I then have to take 3 months to get out of my system. So that's a good thing. My stomach issues have always been, I think I'm just a nervous body. So my stomach is like, oh, you ate this or oh, you ate that, but I haven't really been having the issues. So definitely I have a sensitive system. but I have learned how to eat better, eat in a certain order for my body. Honestly, I was thinking, oh, I'm going to eat all the things that say natural or this is good, whatever. Perfect for me was like wheat bread or maybe granola bar, whatever. And grains are something that really aren't my friend. So it was so funny because I would say, well, normally if I was sick, I'd have a piece of toast or maybe some rice. And now I'm like, well, maybe not, maybe just an egg or some boiled chicken or some vegetable. So, learning to eat has really kind of, I think, helped my body just be more on an even keel, even if it still has some digestive issues.
Yeah, yeah, and it's a work in progress, right? I mean, it
Yeah.
takes for every cell of the body to change and be a new cell. It takes about 7 years to for
Yeah.
the body to do that. And it's not to say that someone is gonna be yes, it is a long time. It is not to say that someone is gonna be symptomatic for 7 years. Um, but it does mean that we approach things in layers, right? Where a client first comes and that is the first layer, and then what's next, and then what's next, and then what's next. And even with my own healthcare, what's next, right? Because we can always be improving. And so aside from not needing to resort to medication for sinus infections and still working on digestion, some of the changes and things that you've done, how have they impacted your life? Are there some things that you now do that you had not been able to do before?
Yeah. Now, maybe as far as like my exercise goes, I did rejoin the gym later this year, which was nice. I'm not as good at going to the gym as I should be. But when I first started, I was literally going every day or every other day for like an hour at a time. And I didn't need that recovery from the flu feeling. So that was good. Now the weather's nice. It's harder for me to want to go to the gym and, I'll just go out for a walk or something like that. But when I first went for that stress test, it was because I literally had gone for a walk. And during the walk, I started feeling just really flush. And I was like, I have to sit down. And I was a friend of mine. And he was like, oh my gosh, what is wrong? Face is flush. Are you going to pass out or what? But now I can walk even in the heat. So that's good. So I just feel like the layers thing is correct. At first it was change some of your eating. And I did have a sinus infection at that point. And then once that sort of worked its way out, just little things along the way kind of caught my system that it doesn't want to eat that right now. So I just kind of have to wait and work through it. And so I'm learning things to eat differently, which actually I think like my hair is different than it used to be. It's the weirdest thing. Just the texture of it is different. It's sort of like I feel like my body kind of cleans from the inside out. Just over a couple of months, I had eczema and stuff like that, and I did, go to the derm once a year. So she gave me advice on how to clear up my scalp, and I got advice from the wellness center how to clear up my scalp a little bit. So
Yeah.
it was a few months, and now my scalp is in great shape. But I mean, it's just such an education for me, just across the board. Just on the simplest things, just using different shampoo, using makeup that's better for my skin, or no makeup at all, because I don't really have rosacea anymore. I did work with my derm with that as well, just as a way to kind of get my skin to calm down. But it was almost like without having an upset stomach or an upset sinus cavity, then I didn't have as much inflammation on my skin. So like I don't wear makeup, and it was funny, and those type of things to me go really far. Probably the other thing that really was a benefit for me was just I'm a pretty small person. So when I first joined, I was probably 30 pounds heavier than I am right now. Pretty close, about 26 pounds I lost along the way. And it's just the strangest thing. Once it started to fall off, it was just going. And I remember I said, will it know when to stop? So, I'm probably 15 pounds lighter than my goal weight, but it's a weight that I had in my 20s and I feel comfortable with. So I don't feel sick. I don't look sick. My skin looks healthy. My hair looks healthy. My nails are fine. So just the whole body benefit for me is really just, you're not just fixing my sinus infection. It's my whole body feels better. And as I'm 2 years older, I actually feel better than I did probably 5 years ago. So it's such a benefit.
That's so great to hear. Yeah, because and you're right. When you heal from the inside out, the relationship between gut and skin, right? And if there's something going on with the gut, and 70% of your immune system lives in your gut. So if we address that and we support that and we find what is causing that dysbiosis, then other things tend to get better. So like your skin, and also by addressing sinuses, right? Like we often don't think of like stuff that could be hiding in the sinuses. And so you've done so well, Stephanie. I'm so happy to hear of all the amazing things that you have accomplished.
Yeah, I would say the funniest thing was I would read an article and it would say, as you're getting older, or I would do the thing, well, I'm getting older. Of course, I'm not going to feel that great. But it's so funny to know that it's not a family thing necessarily. It's not, I mean, not that other people in your family wouldn't have the same issue, but you're all eating the same. So it's not about
Yeah.
family thing. It's not about getting older. It's really just about an education and taking better care of your body. And for me, it was all about learning how to eat, which I thought I was doing a great job. And now I'm doing a better job. So it's good.
That's awesome. Yeah, well, you've come a long way. So we are extremely proud of you. So keep up with the hard work, right? Because there's always room for something else, right?
Yeah.
And I wanted to thank you for spending a few minutes and telling us about your journey. And I know you've also referred, so wanted to thank you for that as well, because you're spreading the word.
Yeah. Well, we sound like a crazy person when somebody asks me, "Oh, what do you want to know?" And, "Oh, let me tell you."
It's all right. Sometimes, we we have to be inclusive and acknowledge. We get so many messages, right? From friends or uh coworkers, family members, TV, commercials, social media. And so it is nice to talk to someone who's been through a journey and they're on the other side of it, because that is very inspiring. Thank you so much. Awesome. All right. Well, thank you everybody for tuning in. And if you have any questions on how we can help you regain your health, please give us a call. We're accepting new clients. You can reach us at 607-277-1964, or you can visit our website at nutritionalwellnesscenter.com.